गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतान शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम्। ॐ श्री महागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेद वेदांग विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। अचतुर्वदनो ब्रह्मा द्विबाहुरपरो हरिः अभाललोचनः शम्भुः भगवान् बादरायणः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम। नमः श्री शंकरानंद गुरुपादाम्बुजन्मने। सविलास महामोह ग्राह ग्रासैक कर्मणे। ग्राह ग्रासैक कर्मणे। We will chant from page 194, verse 181. एतस्य वा अक्षरस्य प्रशासन इति श्रुतिः अन्तः प्रविष्टशास्तायम् जनानामिति च श्रुतिः जगद्योनिर्भवेदेशः प्रभवाप्ययकृत्वतः आविर्भावतिरोभावौ उत्पत्तिप्रलयौ मतौ अगेन जगद्योनिर्भवेदेशः प्रभवाप्ययकृत्वतः आविर्भावतिरोभावौ उत्पत्तिप्रलयौ मतौ उत्पत्तिप्रलयौ मतौ. So we had seen about the Ishwar having the four characteristic, and out of that four we had seen three: Sarvagya, Sarveshwara, Antaryami, and Yonihi. So, especially if you have been following the classes on Antaryami, it will be a very good help and big help for your Karma Yoga and Bhakti Yoga sadhana. Don't be Ishwarali blind. Don't be the person who is not very sensitive or who is not very attentive to Ishwar expressing outside, inside, his rules and so many things we talked about. Because after the knowledge of the self, or after the self with which we are one with, maximum interaction in life is with Ishwar only. At the mind level, at the karma level, at the Antaryami level, at the level when you interact in the world. So very, very heavy interaction is only with Ishwar. And if you are not very familiar and not in conformity with that Ishwar, so there will be conflict bond between you and Ishwar, which will come as sorrow or guilt or anger or expectation, even desire, selfishness, hurt. All these are indication that person is not aligned to Ishwar and not understood. Therefore, Antaryami Prakaran comes in Brihadaranyaka, and in Panchadashi I had taken lot of time by God's grace so that we are more clear and more closer to understanding about Antaryami. Let us now move on. Next, last word is called Yonihi. Yonihi means the cause. So he is the cause of the whole world. So what is said here in this topic is starting from 182, and I think it will go to 187 or so. So this will go up to this point about Jagad Yonihi. He is the womb of the whole world. What he does there? So, when you see the world, you cannot say that the world was never absent. Because anything which is modifying always has the forms are absent and the forms will be absent later on. This table was absent, the form of the table, and again after some years the form of the table will be absent. Your body's form was absent, and after some years your form of the body again will be absent. So anything which is manifest will be unmanifest, and it will again go to unmanifestation. But is it like we can say no? So you cannot say that there is nothing called Srishti and Pralay happening. And you cannot say that it has come automatically. This automatic word is a very misleading word. Because if you say it is coming automatically, this is what it has come from itself. So how can something come from itself? How can child come from the child? Child has to come from something other than the child. Automatic means, so don't say the world has come automatically. Now, where from the world has come? If this question is put, somebody must have made the world. And we had seen the problems of somebody making the world as per Nyaya, as per Sankhya. Nyaya and Sankhya, both we had seen. So Jagad Yoni Eshaha. Eshaha means Eshaha, this Ishwar. Eshaha Jagad Yoni Bhavet. He is the womb of the world. Prabhavaha. Prabhava Apya Kartvataha. One who does the emerging and dissolution of the world is in that Ishwar alone. Now understand one thing. How do you say like that? I had already taken this topic in detail, that some maker has to be there because of the cause and effect, intelligent cause and effect relationship. There is intelligent cause in this world to create there is a definite cause, create a definite effect for the intelligent fruit of action of all jivas. So, and the second point was that any object cannot be intelligent by its nature. Third point was that if anything is happening, that cannot happen, that thing cannot make it happen on itself. Swatmani kriya bhavat. The nature cannot act on nature. Acted upon will be different than the actor. That also we saw. And because the world is there, therefore there should be some other one who is prompting all the world. Fourth point was to know, to give the fruit of action, one has to know all the jivas inside and outside. Therefore, these 3-4 points gives a clue and clear-cut indication that there has to be Ishwar. What is the nature of that? We will see that. But Ishwar has to be there. Ab Ishwar made the world, like the Nyaya says. If you say that Ishwar has made the world, I had told about it, then it will require any making thing where Nimitta Karan is different than Upadhan Karan. Efficient cause is different than material cause. It needs the doer, it needs the material, it needs the time, and it needs the space. So if Ishwar has made the world, so time and space already would be existing, which will be a self-contradiction. And therefore Ishwar cannot make the world like the potter makes the pot. And therefore anything like my words are coming, so it is manifesting my thought only. And after that, the thoughts will go to the unmanifestation. Like the pot was unmanifested in the mud, and mud has been manifested by that water. So see what is written here. Second line. Avirbhava tirobhavau utpatti pralayau matau. So avirbhava means manifestation. Tirobhava means unmanifestation. Avirbhava tirobhava utpatti pralayau matau. So this is called utpatti and pralaya. This is called it manifested and unmanifested. So if you want to use the word creation, be very careful. By creation is meant the manifestation. Manifestation and creation both are different. Creation indicates prior non-existence, and manifestation creates existence in a subtle form. So, creation and manifestation, both words are different meanings. Now, one more point I will just tell before I move ahead, which you will be clear about that. See, when you say that the tree is manifested from the seed, it is very easy to understand. When you say my thoughts are manifesting, which was an unmanifest, thought was an unmanifest, and now you started thinking, so it is starting manifesting now. Very easy to understand. This thought is manifesting, which must be there inside me in some manner. Or supposing you have knowledge, so all the time you don't have knowledge at the surface level. You are thinking and then that knowledge manifested. Easy. From the tree, the desk has manifested very easy. Tell me why it is easy. Huh? Loudly. Because you see everything in time and space. When something is in space, the point of manifestation is very easy to understand. But here the problem is that time and space both itself are manifesting. Maya kalpid desha kala kalana vaichitra chitri kritam. In Dakshinamurti Stotram, Bijasyantarivangkuro jagadidam prangnir vikalpam punaha Maya kalpida desha kala kalana vaichitra chitri kritam. Now to say that space has manifested, this is difficult for mind to digest. From seed I can understand tree has come out, or everything is coming from some kind of unmanifested. But there is a catch that you have to convince yourself. Well, any example? Example is dream. In the dream space manifests on the self only. Another point. If the space is manifesting on the self, that means space should not be in self. That means the self should be space-atit. It should be akashatit. That means there is no time and space in the self. And therefore Upanishads have roaringly said one point. In Chandogya it comes, Sadev Saumidamagre Asit. Well, in the beginning only existence was there. Only. In Aitareya Upanishad it comes, Atma Idamagre Asit. Only Atma was there. Only indicates the infinite nature of consciousness without the time and space. Like you had your deep sleep is going on and your dream has not come. So I will say only consciousness was there. Only. Now only does not mean that something else is also there. Only means the absence of infinite nature is there. This point you have to, and therefore the space and time which are coming on the self is appearance on the self. This point you have to. Mayi sakalam jatam, mayi sarvam pratishthitam, mayi sarvam layam yati, tad brahmadvam asmiyam. Go in. This comes in Taittiriya Upanishad, Kaivalya Upanishad, मुंडक उपनिषद और कई वहाँ एतस्मात् जायते प्राण मन सर्वाणि एतस्मात् जायते प्राण. So everything has come from that self. हाँ तस्मात् in Taittiriya it comes तस्मात् वायु तस्मात् आत्मना आकाश संभूता आकाशाद् वायु. Akash has come from Atma. सर्वेन खम वायु ज्योतिराप पृथ्वी विश्व से धारणी. ये समझ में आ रहा है? आर यू गेटिंग माई पॉइंट? सो इफ यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग देन ओनली यू विल गेट इनटू वेदांतिक मोड. इट इज नॉट अ स्टोरी बीइंग टोल्ड. देयर इज नो स्टोरी और रॉबिन एंड माइकल. दिस इज बीइंग टोल्ड अबाउट मी. So don't, when you use the word world has manifested from Ishwar. Now understand their manifestation does not mean Ishwar is this and the world came out like this. Like from my mouth double bubble gum came out. There has to be double bubble gum. I don't know you get it or not now. You get it? So, this double bubble gum, you have to put it on your tongue first. You have eaten double bubble gum? You? Not eaten. It's not for eating, it's for chewing. So, you have eaten? So, you put it here, and then the children or the double bubble gum. So this is not that this is Ishwar and this double bubble gum is the world. So from me something has come out. It is not like that. It is like from the screen film has come out. A bit of the film cannot be different than the screen. It is not like this from the seed tree has come out. It is another kind of thing. Maya kalpit desh kal kalna vaichitra chitri kritam. Okay. You know, in Taittiriya Upanishad, one line comes. It says, यतो वाई मानी भूतानि जायन्ते येन जातानि जीवन्ति यत प्रयन्ति अभी संविशन्ति इति. Taittiriya also should be chanted one of the days. Put Taittiriya in the schedule. It is said there that from whom whole world come, in which whole world exists, and into which it goes back. देखो ध्यान देना. Tree has come from seed, but tree will not go back into the same seed, because tree is very big to go back in the same seed. Seed is already, now you cannot get back the seed after the tree has come. So we are not taking about that example. Didn't get my point. Seed is very small. Seed is this big. Up now, tree is very big. Supposing banyan tree is there, or peepal tree is there, or any tree is there. Seed itself is not non-modified. You cannot get it back now. But Upanishad says, Yato vai mani bhutani jayanti, yena jatani jivanti, yat prayanti abhi samvishanti, ti tad brahma. From which the world has come and into which the world goes. It's quite a point. How is it possible? How is it possible that something comes, A comes from B, and again A is going back to B? Because if A comes from B, B should have modified. And then A will come from B. Like the mother is modified, then only the child will come. B seed is modified, then only the plant will come. But here a typical case is there that the A is born from B, it exists in B, and it is going back into B. That means coming of A from B was not real, because really if it would have come, then B would have got modified. And if A is going back to B, that means B has not changed all through while the A was coming and getting established. And that is called now A manifested in B and exists in B. And this manifestation is a mithya manifestation. It's a false appearance. Then only B will be non-modified. Like your thought is there. Your thought has come from self. Thought exists in self, and thought goes back into the self. In the same self it has gone. If the self has changed when the thought has come, you won't know also that this thought had come. So from the self thought came, it existed, and it goes back into the self. That means self was non-modified in the process of the coming and stabilizing and the merging of the thought. And therefore, the world which has come from the Atma or Ishwar and goes back to Ishwar, that means that Ishwar should not have undergone any modification when the world was manifested and when it is unmanifested. Both the way the world, Atma should not have changed. This point, please be clear. I hope you have got the clarity. You see, in the seventh chapter also, when Bhagavan talks about para and prakriti, that they were struggling with the shlok, which I said, that Manushyanam Sahasreshu, which chapter is that? Some great people were sitting around me. She said, 4th chapter, then 5th chapter. Ultimately, 9th chapter also was said. 9th chapter. If you don't do Parayana of Gita, this will happen. And although the chapter may be by-hearted, but not by-hearted. Not by-hearted. So, Manushyanam Sahasreshu comes in 7th chapter. Ultimately, after a few minutes of discussion and guesswork, this was concluded. Well, in that chapter in which Parayana Para is there. Are bhai, Parayana Para is which chapter? 7th chapter it is there. Not opera, para and apara. So this para prakriti and apara prakriti What Bhagavan says, Bhumi Rapo Nalo Vayu Kham Mano Buddhirev Cha Ahankari Tiyame Bhinna Prakriti Rashtadha Aparaya Mitastanyam Prakritim Vidhi Me Baram Jibhutam Mahabaho Yedam Dharyat Jagat. Then Bhagavan says in 6th shlok, Etad Yonini Bhutani Sarvani Tyupadharya Aham Krishnasya Jagatah Prabhava Pralayasthatha. I am the Krishnasya Jagatah Prabhava. I am the cause and the starting point of the whole world. And then he says, I am the end point also of the whole world. And the starting and end point is same. That means what is made was only an appearance because it has not changed the cause. Understand that? So, this is Ishwar now. Now let us see 183rd verse. You have to get more and more. Every day you should get more clarity, more, more clearer vision of what you already know. Let us see now 183rd verse. Please repeat. Avirbhavayati swasmin vilinam sakalam jagat prani karma vashadeshah pato yatvat prasaritah. See, it is written here, swasmin. Swasmin jagat avirbhavati. In the self only the world is avirbhavati, manifest. Creation and manifestation, avirbhavati. Avirbhavati means avirbhav ho gaya. Avirbhav ho gaya. Avirbhav. Manifest. You know, from some center, it so happened from Chinmaya mission, one Brahmachari ji disappeared. So, the river was there around ashram. So, divers were employed. Maybe he has drowned somewhere or what has happened. He could not be found. He disappeared somewhere. Don't know where he went, how he went, but he disappeared. Divers were employed. The military came. So you could not get him to dive deep into that. Anyway, we can get at least body also if we don't get anything. But you couldn't get. So after 3-4 months, Guruji's camp was in Uttarkashi. He reached there. Now when he reached there, Guruji said, you have Vidya of Avirbhava Tirobhava or what? You go into unmanifestation and you manifest. ये कैसे आ गए भाई? All of a sudden he came. So Avirbhavayati. Get the import of these words. Swasmin, Sakalam Jagat. Sakalam Jagat is a nominative here. Jagat is nominative. Sakalam is the adjective. So, Sakalam Jagat, whole world, Swasmin Avirbhavayati. In the self only it is coming. Now it must be clear. This is called Dehe Dehli Nyaya. So, second is Sakalam Jagat. Swasmin vilinam bhavati. It goes into self all. So swasmin, it comes in self and it goes in self. And therefore self will be untouched like that. This is all happening in self. But why the world manifests? prani karma vashadeshaha. So, this Eshaha Ishwaraha, because of the fructification of combined fruits of action of all jivas, the world manifests. And a time comes where the fruits of action of all jivas has to be in suspension. And therefore then the world goes into unmanifestation. Like when you have to wake up, it is the fructification, start of fructification of the fruit of action. And when fruit of that day is almost over, then you are now thrown into the deep sleep. Example, pato yadvad vistaritaha, like the unrolling of the painted canvas. So canvas is there, it is rolled up and it is unrolled up. So this is there. The Eshaha word is Upadan Karanabhut Ishvara. Eshaha. So what was mentioned as Swasmin is mentioned in Eshaha. This Upadan Karan Ishwar. Now let us see the next verse. I hope this point is clear. Very easy. You have already known the principle. And therefore, when the cause from the cause effect has come and effect is false, the effect is nothing other than cause. And therefore, whole world is nothing but the Ishwar alone. Whole world is nothing but if the cause is different and if the cause exists differently than Ishwar, effect has come in Desh, then effect will be different than the cause. Then effect won't be Ishwar. Like the baby has come from the mother, so that happened in space. So baby is not mother. Tree is not seed. It may have qualities of mother or qualities of seed, but tree is not seed. Similarly, world will not be Brahman if the Brahman has given birth to the world. World will be Brahman only when the world is seen on the Brahman. Okay. And that makes the matter more quieter. I hope you are understanding that. So, Shatrau Mitre, Putre Bandhau, Makuru Yatnam Vigraha Sandhau, Sarvasminnapi Pashyatmanam, Sarvatra Usrij Bheda Jnanam. So, who is enemy? Who is friend? What coming? What going? What meeting? What bereavements? What is the meaning of bereavements then? We are now separated forever. We are separated for when you are together. Even when you were together, it was an appearance of togetherness. You were never together. It's false. Coming together is false and separation also is a false. Yog bhog, viyog bhog bhal manda. We met, that also is a false. Because when only Paramatma is there, what is this meeting? And when only Paramatma is there, what is separating? We got separated from each other. We were so together for such long. This husband and wife, when one passes away, they use such a statement. At least you don't be like that. You are studying Vedanta, even if you marry. So I am saying, well, is so natural it is. Natural it is not logical. When only Brahman and only Atma is there, so much hard work is being done from 8:30 we started and still you are doing something. Well, the classes run from 8:40. So because invocation it takes time. But you say we got separated, Swamiji, we were there for 55 years, we had been living together. After that, we are separated after 55 years. I don't know how will I pass time. What will I do? Whom will I talk to? Everything has no purpose of my life. They use such sentences. किसके लिए जिए? Whom to live for? I don't feel like living. Whom to cook food for? अच्छा, I just keep on listening. क्या बोले भाई? बेकार की बात. So, मारेंगे तो चुप. Whom to live for, whom not to live for, who is there? And then they will attend Vedanta classes also, once in a year. So, Bhavayati swasmin. When only one self is there, then where is the duality? Jog, yog, bhog, bal, manda. Hit, anhit, madhyam, brahm, phanda. Only this is all. Lakshmanaji says to Nishad Raj that this is meeting and separating good, bad. All this is our delusory comments. Let me tell you, other than truth, there is no joy there. It is not a pastime. It is not a time pass. Vedanta is not time pass. That I am old, I can't do anything, let us not listen to Vedanta. कुछ तो सुनते रहेंगे, अच्छा है, this will change my time, मन बदल जाएगा, it is a pastime. When I was 16, 17-year-old, I used to travel on the roadways bus. So many times you travel and one person will come to sell something and he'll say, time pass, it was peanut. So he will never say peanut. It was called time pass. Hey, shh, time pass. Give me, how much? 100 gram. 100 gram you cannot get. Minimum 250 gram you will get. Okay, give. Vedanta is not a time pass. It is to know the truth and to know that this is false. If you don't know it, you will suffer. There is nothing else. Truth is one area, sorrow is another area. Truth and joy is in one group, sorrow and false is in another group. There are only two groups existing. There is no third in between, 50-50. Biscuit is there, 50-50. But there is no third area. Sat satev, asat asatev. बोले थोड़ा सा ट्रूथ और फॉल्स मिला लें. मिलाने नो, it is not a bhel, you can mix it like that. If you go to Bombay, you will get a bhel. They'll put few ingredients, then they mix it like that. ये bhel नहीं है. सत कैसे असत से मिलेगा? How can the world mix with the Atma? I hope this is about Ishwar. Topic is not over, don't be happy. It's going on. So it is very easy to say, world manifests from Ishwar. अरे इसको समझो क्या है ये? Your problem is your manifestation is like bubble gum because you are making Ishwar here and Jagat there, and this way Jagat is true for you. It is not like that. It is like the dream manifesting in the self. Let us now see the next verse. Therefore, don't give lot of importance to somebody's word. He said like, people will love here, they will forget you after some time. New person will come to love you, he will also forget sometime. Parents come, they forget. No relation is, every relation is only a false appearance. They are as true as the ashes. Ash which you get in Havan Kund, therefore you call it Vibhuti. And all your relations are no more valuable and true. At least ashes you can hold for some time. Relations, my body, my karma, all these are false as the ashes. And let me put it more significantly, like the blueness of the sky. And I want to get related to that person. Okay. Maro jao. And after that relation, you will try to get joy from that. Interesting thing is, foolishness ki had hai. First you make a false relation. Then from that false relation, you want to get false attention and false joy. And that for a long time we want to be together. And from our relation we will bring lot of joy and lot of fulfillment and we will travel together and we will have children together and we will have grandchildren and then we will live, we will be related to a house. Whole world this stupid jeev is making relations and suffering and wanting joy from that, and other person cannot give joy, then I am very angry with you. I am frustrated with you. Relation does not have a joy. How can you get it somewhere? It is not there. Why don't you go to the Atma for the joy? For the joy you get, go to the Atma, go to the self, go to meditation, go to jap and get joy there. अब you are getting joy from mummy, daddy, father, mother, wife, husband, child, grandchild, great grandchild. What? क्या कर रहे हो तुम? अपने जीवन का तमाशा बना दिया है. You are messing up your whole thought. We are making a house and we are saying, we have given the name of that house, what? Parnakutir. Parnakutir. Shabri Nivas. House of Shabri. House is so big. And Shabri's house, Shabri's house was a thatched hut only. You have AC in all the rooms. Attached with your bathroom, you have attached room. And you are having a mansion there. Guard is there, dog is there. Shabri didn't have dog. And you have put the name Shabri Nivas. Ajeeb aadmi, ye bhi mithya hi hai. Name is also mithya. तमाशा बना के रखा है. You have made a fun of their whole life. Now tell me, let us now see the next verse. I am telling you, please understand my point. Seek your solution from knowledge of the self or from devotion of the God. There is no other way out. Seek your fulfillment, satisfaction, joy, quietness, either from knowledge of the self and you find it difficult, then you understand the satisfaction or making the God happy. And if you don't have this and you go out here and there, you will get sufficient kicks and you will not start. At least scooter starts after getting kick. But here we will get kick and still we don't start. There is a difference between scooter and human being. After getting kicks also it doesn't start. बड़ा पागल है ये जीव. It is totally foolish. क्या बोलें यार? 184 words. Please repeat after me. Don't say he left me, he ditched me, he left me, we had breakups. When car breaks down, relations break up. We are going through a breakup. Let us see 184th. Hope internalize karo, chew these shlokas. Munch it. Digest it. It doesn't mean you eat the book. And tomorrow you go and say to the Ramika, I want another book. When I say chew the shlokas, it means that the ideas you are internalizing. पुनस्तिरो भावयति स्वात्मन्येवाखिलं जगत् प्राणिकर्मक्षयवशात् संकोचितपटो यथा. This is the paraphrasing the same idea which was already in 183rd verse. Subject is Ishvaraha. You have to write the from where to make the sentence. Ishvaraha punaha tiro bhavayati. Makes the world, tiro bhavayati means inexperienceable. Indriya agochara. Inexperienceable. Tiro bhavayati means unmanifest. So, yes, last shlok, vilinam sakalam jagat, this mentioned as punastiro bhavayati. It unmanifests into itself. Where? Swatmani eva akhilam jagat. Swatmani means in the self. Akhilam means our complete world. Acha, how come? Why? Prani karma kshaya vashat. That particular kalps, the fruit of action is suspended, not exhausted. It is suspended. Like when you go to sleep, all your samskars and fruits of action are in an abyss. It is suspended. Prani karma chaya vashat, like sankochita pato yatha, like the canvas is folded back. Earlier it was unfolded. Now it is folded back. Okay. Oh. Wherein Gita this thought comes? This thought comes in 2nd chapter, 8th chapter and 9th chapter. 3 chapters this thought comes. Well, don't ask me, I am very busy nowadays. In 2nd chapter it comes, Avyaktadini bhutani, Vyakta madhyani bharata, Avyakta nidananiva tatraka paridevana. In 8th chapter it comes Avyaktad Vyaktya Sarve Prabhavatyaha Ragame Ratragame Praliyante Tatraiva Vyakta Sangyake. In 9th chapter it comes Sarvbhutani Kauntaya Prakritim Yanti Mamikam Kalpakshay Punastani Kalpado Visrajamyaham. Prakritim Swam Adhishtaya Visrajami punah punah bhut gramam imam krishnam avasham prakriti vasha. So this is said in 3 chapters. I hope this point is clear. And he is now giving the examples. He is giving 4 examples in 185th verse. Please repeat. Ratri ghasrau supti bodhau उन्मीलन निमीलने उन्मीलन निमीलने तूष्णीं भावमनोराज्ये इव सृष्टिलया विमौ. रात्रि घसौ. So, Ratri, Andhakaram, Ratri Gasau. Ratri Gasau. So, Gasrau means to swallow actually. Gasrau. To swallow. So, that Ghasrati, this is a root there, Ghasra. Ghasra is one root. So, Ratri Ghasrau. So day and night, ghasrau means that which gulps. Andhakaram ghasrati. That which swallows the darkness is called day. Daytime is called Ghasra. Ratri Ghasra. Acha. And Rati iti Ratri. To give is called the night. The giver is called the night. What the night gives? Sukham Dati. Sukham Dadati. It gives you joy in form of sleep. Or Bhayam Dadati. What happened to that doll which was there? You kept it. Acha. So, it will give you fear. I went to Richards Bay. Some lady came, old lady, and she gave one bag. I thought fruit is there in that. Not knowing me at all. No fruit, nothing. In packet, doll was there. And I did not know. Up here, when I am taking that, then I saw that doll is there. This big doll. Then Gauri said that because they make that dolls there, they fabricate, so they must have given. So I gave it to her. And now she is saying, I won't keep it in my room. In the night, doll will move like this. And his eyes will go like this. Then you will know. So the night will give fear. If at 1 o'clock night, you come out on this veranda and nobody is there. Not a single soul is there. And you just hear some little noise also. Your heartbeats will start. Or in the night, somebody just knocks in your door. And then you understand what is meaning of fear. So Rati, giver, if you are sleeping very well, it is very good. So Ratri Ghasrau, daytime and night time. This is comparing manifestation and manifestation. Supti Bodhau, sleep and waking up. Second example. Third example. Unmilan Nimiline, winking. Opening and closing of the eyelids. When you open it, it is Srishti. When you close it, it is Pralay. When Ishwar opens his eyelids, it is Srishti. When he closes his eyelids, it is Pralay. Third example. Fourth example. Tushnim bhav manorajye. I am very quiet, no thoughts are there. And then this is Pralay. Manorajye, I start meditating. So this is called Srishti has a start. Four examples he is giving. Iva Srishti layau imau. So Unmilan means upward movement, like this. This is Unmilan. Downward movement is called Nimilan. Upward movement, downward movement. Unmilan, Nimilan. Acha. Milan means movement. Movement of eyelids is called Milan. Not Milan. Milan. So, Ratri Ghasro. Are you seeing this? So, somewhere everything is very clear and somewhere everything is very non-clear. It is totally not like when a jeev dies. So, if the jeev dies, till he gets the next body, he's unmanifested. Unless he gets some pret sharir or so. That is also possible. Rather, somewhere they say that for some time he definitely gets a pret body. That is also said. So this is the point which is mentioned here. Now, the Purva Paksh comes with a question. He said, I am sitting very quiet since long. It doesn't mean I agree with whatever you say. Okay, then you ask. I'm asking, of course I'll ask. So 186 verse, he is asking a question. Stricken. So this is the whole world. Avirbhavatiro bhava Shakti matvena hetuna Arambhana parinama. See, I should not break it. Arambhana parinamadi chodhyanam natra samshaya. He is saying that, tell me, my Gurudev, some say Gurudev, some say Gurudev ji, tell me something. When Brahman is non-modifying, how can by non-modifying, how can it get modified to create? And because if something is coming out, it will modify, something is going back, it will modify. This is called Arambhavad and Parinamvad. These are two philosophies are there. So Arambhavad, which darshan? Which darshan? Nyaya. And Parinamvad? Sankhya. What Arambhavad says, that if a new pot is created, so that pot was absent totally. So that pot there was beginning of the pot. That is called Arambhavadi. And Parinamvad says, pot was already there in the mud. And that is called Satkaryavad, and Arambhavad is called Asatkaryavad. So he says, some technical word, Arambhavad is Asatkaryavad. That pot was absent. And Parinamvad is Satkaryavad. He said the pot was present in the mud. And therefore, there is nothing called new substance. The pot which was unmanifested has come out. But in both the cases, there is a modification in the material cause. In the Arambhavad, modification will be there, then anything can be started. And in the Parinamvad, at least the clay is modified, then only pot can come out. The gold is modified, then only the ornament can come out. So you are talking about the Jagat coming out. How can you say that Jagat has come out and Brahman is not modified? This is his point. I hope you are understanding. So teacher said, see, I explained you so much earlier. So much time I take to understand. And you are asking a question as if I have never talked about it. I had been taking this chapter since months, because in between lot of gaps are there. So this chapter take months and years to finish now. And now you are saying, you are asking the same question as if you are starting very fresh. Well, what wrong I asked? I had told you that consciousness cannot modify. Well, yes, I agree. That is what I am asking. No, listen. Learn to listen also. You are asking, I am answering. But in between, listen. Let me complete my thought. Then, when Brahman is non-modifying and Brahman is Purna, so there is no question of a creation actually. And therefore, we had brought the topic of Maya. Brahman alone cannot create the world, that was already told to you earlier. And Maya also cannot create the world, because Maya is always dependent on Brahman being false. So both will combine together and then alone the world will be created. So you mean to say the Maya is on the Brahman? Exactly. So because of the Maya the world is coming out. Not coming out, it's shown. And because of the Maya also only the world has been dissolving into the Brahman. Yes. So Brahman is not doing anything. It cannot do because it is of non-modifying nature. It cannot do anything. It is not modifying at all. So tell me, Gurudev, Maya is the cause of the world or the Brahman is the cause of the world? No, both are the cause of the world. Maya is called Upadan Karan, Parinami Upadan Karan. And Brahman is called Vivarti Upadan Karan. Both are cause of the world. One cannot be called the cause of the world. So I will be using two words to separate them. What are the two words? Modifying material cause is called Maya. And appearing material cause is called Brahman. So both are required. One is called, both are Upadan Karan. But one Upadan Karan will not make the world actually. Well, how do I know that in the world both the Upadan Karan is there? Because supposing you see a flower here. Now this flower has Maya also and Brahman also. The name and form is Maya, but the Asti element, the isness is the Brahman element. So everything in this world is made out of two components. Exactly, it is made out of two components. And therefore we can make it out that the cause will be both only and one cannot be the cause. I had told you, and therefore you cannot say that only Brahman has made the world. And therefore para and apara, both Prakriti is required to make the world. Para Prakriti is the Brahman. Apara is that Maya. Okay. And he's explaining that. One cannot be there. So anything you cannot say it is only false is there. False cannot exist without truth actually. False needs a truth for its proof. Something is false because something was true. Otherwise false cannot exist. You need a face for the makeup. Otherwise makeup cannot be there. So how that face is, that's another question. But the face is required for the makeup. False is not required for the truth, but truth is required for the false. Now he is clarifying this point in 187th verse. I hope you are understanding bit by bit. Understanding will always happen, like I always say, throwing bricks, 1,000 bricks will not make a house. You have to put at the right point, brick by brick, systematically, methodically, one brick over another brick, second over third brick, in same line you put, and you put all round, then a house is made. So stray concepts don't make the lessons clear. That all of a sudden you talk about Ishwar, all of a sudden, if you have not gone through the background of this chapter, then this same thing will become difficult to understand. To understand 186 verse, you'd have to have knowledge of 185 verses. Why this is going on? I had mentioned it is going on because they are establishing the RC, OC and RM of the Ishwar. And right now topic is going off Ishwar's RC is going on. And how Yoni word is being explained now. And in that Yoni word is there, how it is the Yoni or the cause of the world, that is explained. And how the world was then it was said world is superimposed because it is manifested on the self. I gave you a lot of time to understand how manifestation here is equivalent to appearance. Everywhere manifestation is not equal to appearance. Like the tree manifesting is not appearing. Or the mother begetting a child is not appearing. It's not that manifesting is not appearance. The child was in the mother's womb and now the child is out of the mother's womb. It is not appearance. It's a real child. My mother was also real, both because that is happening in space. But when space itself is manifesting, and it cannot change the consciousness, then I will use the word manifesting for the world. So world is no appearance. It will not be called some solid manifestation. It is the false appearance and not solid appearance, solid manifestation. And when it is said, it is unmanifesting. So it is not that the unmanifestation is like the film is unmanifested or my thoughts are unmanifested. Here unmanifestation is called disappearance of the illusion. So here this important word you have to keep in mind. Appearance and disappearance. Oh, my time is over. So 187th verse, that same, let me complete this thought. Acetananam hetusyan jadyam sheneshwarastatha chidabhasam shatastveshah jivanam karanam bhave. He says, listen, Ishwar, has RC, OC and RM. And in the RM, the OC is reflected and RC comes out. Don't say, what is what is the OC, what is RC? Don't ask such questions, otherwise my paperweight will get active. Don't ask such questions. Original consciousness reflected in the reflected medium is the reflected consciousness. This is Ishwar. He says, he means Vidyananda Swamiji says, Acetananam Ishvaraha Jadyam Sheda. With the inert part of Maya, he makes the world. The world is manifesting because of inner part of Maya, inert part. Not inner part, inert. And by RC, which was Chetan, the RC is manifesting as various jivas. The total RC is manifesting as individual RCs. The total reflected consciousness called Ishwar in the upadhi of Maya or RM. Now every Maya alone is appearing as microcosmic RMs called your mind, my mind, his mind, dog's mind, cat's mind, bird's mind. Everybody has a mind. In that mind, the RC alone is appearing as Jeev's RC. So if you see, I can make the world as inert world and sentient world. In that sentient world, there is RC, reflected consciousness. Seeing the world, we can make it out that the cause must be total RC and total RM. See how logical he goes. I just want you should be in love with Vidyananda Swami and Panchadashi. This is what people run away from this text, which should not happen. Because they don't go systematically and they don't understand Sanskrit also. But if you are understanding it, you will be naturally prostrating to this great sage, saint, scholar, genius who has given the ready platter so that we can understand these points. I hope you are understanding that. So don't forget 187 where I is stopping. Every time I have to ask you where I stopped. When I come back, 187 every day by heart this. Because when I ask, then again I start from 184, 183 then. Right there somewhere. Well, my book is also I'd forgotten where it is a book. So we will start from the Ishwar topic again. You revise. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।